beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! It's a slaughter!
Well, did you guys just watch me die there like a fucking idiot? But there I am. I'm gonna pause it real quick, guys. I'm so sorry. Alrighty, sorry about that. What are we supposed to do here? We're back. Meet Mika in the abandoned camp.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So watch your backs. Let's go.
Oh me, oh my. Oh my, oh me.
What? Over here!
Gotta run away.
Suck my cock!
God damn.
Able to take another one like that.
Wonder you're still standing.
Rip your ass
Sorry, don't kill me again.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So watch your back.
There's one here! You want to try me? Take that!
What do you want? You're no match for us, fucker. Show your stuff. Go fuck yourself.
Show what you're
Nah,
made
headphones
of!
died. You going there?
Now you're finished.
Seems like something more important right now. I have officially died. I kept wondering what this beeping was in my headphones, and then I realized that it wasn't them dying. Alrighty, we're gonna try this again. I suck at stealth.
Everyone ready? We're looking for an old priest and 2 men. They're killers, armed and dangerous. So watch your back. Let's go. Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Vulcan. The password is Vulcan.
All right. Aye. I'm Mika.
I gotta
Where's
pee.
Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man.
I gotta
We
pee.
need to take the wagon.
I do want to pause this, guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta pee really bad. Okay, I'm back. I am so sorry.
And all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till we stop.
Fuck.
I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the wagon. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong. And they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
All right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
All right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
All right.
Good luck. God be with you.
With you.
Go south under the bedrock to the broken cart.
Hey, he's here. I'll chop you up, you shit.
Shit. Shit. Oh, God.
Let him have it.
So I gotta head south. Through the bushes. Loot your body.
Hey, he's here!
Somehow get down there.
broken wagon. I'll have to head up the hill here. I should keep doing subs from here.
What's that? Idiot!
We got everybody looking for us. I think we're free now.
Vulcan! Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Carry straight on to Yichin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
But you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razig and Hanush and tell them what's been planned and what happened to Lord Capen. Look, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. He'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed! So, we finally got him. How does it feel? I said,
How does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, no, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
We do?
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Damn, fell asleep while driving. Come on, Henry. Under the horizon, the sword and the quill.
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They looked pretty frightened.
Are you surprised? Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's
Keep
a
listening.
drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
You always say that, and there's always trouble. How do you propose to watch a fella like that? He's mad.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
And once we reach Sukdal, what then?
We'll find out soon enough. The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself. Very important man.
I bet he can't
Lord
wait for us
Pisak
to
ain't
ride
gonna
into
see
his
ya.
courtyard.
He's got an important visit.
We don't look too impressive, that's true. But I'm hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry? What? A cat got your tongue? Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Express
Won't it be
concern.
dangerous for us hands?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
I'm hungrier than a mother right now. My nourishment is out the window.
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Short season. But we're in a new land, new territory.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Doing a bunch of things right now.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect your Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment.
Okay.
Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
Thin of fortress
Can I wait? Nope. Alright.
with my experience.
Let's do this. Let's close off the season.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotznov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that...
Where are my master huntsmen?
It's more down to his hunger.
Huh. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Gotta wear my spectacles. Chamberlain's rank. Interesting.
Aryan cousin, if you get my meaning.
Perfectly, my lord.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table are still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends.
Oh, now I gotta get up.
You look like you've had a hard journey.
Ah, the journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
from Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
It was partly my fault to say that.
Actually, it's a little bit my fault.
What are you saying, boy?
Me and my lords were sent to negotiate an alliance with von Berghoff. But that snake was using us the whole time to do his dirty work. He pretended he was willing to cross over to the side of Wenceslas. But instead, he sent us to fight against the king's allies.
And if that wasn't enough, von Orlitz and the Prague militia joined with him.
But why would the Pragas send forces to Trusky?
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Why was he
Disturbed?
disturbed?
Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of humans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you. But the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns. For the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
Ah, so be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for.
We're gonna talk about Capon.
Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I'll go to bed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Go get some sleep, have a bath before going to bed. My controller's about to die again. Or D. Let's go to D first then.
Excuse me.
What do you need, sir?
What do you have for sale?
Let's see what she got for sale. I want one of those. Let's see what I can sell her.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye.
Here.
Thank you very. I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
It wasn't bad today. Well, my whole body
excuse me.
stiff and my knee still hurts. Will you come back
Okay,
tomorrow?
so
I'll be here first thing.
are they like in here? Gotta talk to her. Maid Susanna. I'd like a
Lord
bath.
P6.
Yes.
Let's see.
I could get used to this.
If sir will allow, I'll help you undress.
Oh. Undaunted Cavalier. Let's see where the barber is here. Alchemy bench. Found an alchemy bench. Oh yeah, let's go. This is my horse. Shrinkle. Stable master. Full arms. Can I come in here? Yeah, I can. This looks like the pantry. Hi, who are you, guard? Who are you? Captain's wife, Greta.
Greetings. What would you like?
How are you, good wife? How are you, good wife?
How are you, dear good wife?
All the better for being greeted so respectfully. But I hope my husband didn't hear you. He's terribly jealous and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived, and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
Fine.
God be with you.
Okay. More exploring. Guard.
I'm sorry.
Captain Frenzel.
Reasons I'd have.
How's it going, Captain?
Does he have any
Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for einen Fuschen, try your luck elsewhere.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Yeah.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolis and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then. But who knows what tomorrow may bring? Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Okay.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatovitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for ein Pushen, try your luck elsewhere.
Okay.
Bis bald.
Toodaloo. Alright, alright, alright. Did we start a bunch of side missions? I'm gonna talk to everybody first. Cook.
God be with you.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnock of Kunstad went, would you?
You mean that bony knight? I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't stick my nose into the Lord's affairs. That wouldn't be right. Take care, and good night.
Is it night? And there's no time to lose. Alright, I guess I will. Oh, this is that castle that... Yeah, nice. It's that first castle. I gotta find...
Careful!
Sorry, guy.
Our Lord. Amen.
How do I get into photo mode now? Release map hold. Spur horse, sprint, spur horse. Okay, I guess you can't. But I wanted to do this. Dang. That sucks. Where's my dad's sword? Oh, no way. Okay. Alright, what I'm gonna do, so you can quit here first. Load. This one. And check out my inventory. And if so, then I gotta fix it. I got some fixing to do because I lost some things.
Broken wagon. I have to head up the hill here.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, so there's my dad's sword. I have it all. I have it all. So why did I lose it? Oh shit. That was crazy. So we're just gonna come up the hill.
I should keep going south from here.
And act like nothing. If I get on this road.
Crap. Going the wrong way.
There we go. Oh, wow. And onto the loading screens. We're almost there. 속도.
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They looked pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hynek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you
Do
see
something
him.
different this time
I
around.
don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What happens after we get to Sukdal?
We'll find out soon enough.
Sukdal.
The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself. Very important man.
I bet he can't wait for us to ride into his courtyard.
We don't look too impressive, that's true. But I'm hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
Where are you going?
And what's your
Lord
plan
Pisek
after
ain't
that?
gonna see ya. He's got an
We have to
important
save
visit.
Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. If it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Is he now?
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trotsky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
A message for the...
We skipping all of it.
You have a very
Alright, and this is where we were. Alright, we got our sword now.
fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
We got our sword now. We're gonna save and quit right here.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
Okay, we still got... We don't have our clothes for some reason. quit here. Okay. I don't know why I lost him.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsnov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
Well, I'm gonna figure out why I lost that stuff, guys.
Hungarian cousin, if you get...
So for now, this is it. Just sit right here, actually.
My apologies, but we've already eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests.
We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
The impression that I'm feeding you with...
We're actually gonna save here. Save.
Don't worry, Sir Peter.
Save and quit. We're gonna run down through all this stuff and see. See what's going on with it all. Okay?